I'm Charles McCain. The book I'm going to review now is called Why Me, Lord? It's not actually a religious book, although that would certainly be fine. It's about the experience of a U.S. Navy armed guard officer on, and this will sound, like really technical, on convoy PQ-17 to Murmansk, and you're kind of like, what? Why would I read that? PQ-17 is one of the most famous convoys of World War II. And the reason why it's famous is that halfway to Murmansk in Russia, the British Admiralty made a huge mistake by just panicking almost, and ordering the convoy to disperse and the escorts to withdraw, the British naval escorts. There was actual, what the British Navy politely referred to as refusal of service on several British ships. That is, the sailors refused to take orders. They just were not going to leave. And on one of the British Navy ships, the first officer had to go around and literally read the Articles of War, which, you could be shot if you didn't obey the orders of the commanding officers. It was a terrible situation. This fellow was an armed guard commander, and what that meant was they would put on the sterns of American merchant ships and British merchant ships, this is American, a gun, like one artillery piece, one naval artillery piece, and there'd be sort of like one officer and 15 sailors, and these were the armed guard of the merchant ship, and they were supposed to fight with this sort of one naval cannon, and you kind of didn't want to be in that situation because, there are just a handful of you, you've got one naval cannon, and if other ships are coming after you, it created a bad feeling. This fellow's ship was sunk, he survived. It is a deeply personal memoir. The detail of what life was like aboard these ships. They're going to Murmansk. It's in the middle of the winter. It's the most brutal cold imaginable. And when the convoy is ordered to disperse and they see the Royal Navy escorts go away, you can just imagine the feeling of just desperation and fear. And he communicates all this. And I really think if you want to, this is one of the best memoirs in that sense of, the person really pours their guts out in this book. And and these are the kind of memoirs that you really like to read, just most of them aren't like this. But I would certainly give this 4 stars, Why Me, Lord, by William Carter. Quite fascinating and really, really worth the read.